Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here live. Good morning, good morning. I'll just have to come back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here live. Good morning, good morning. I'll just have to come back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Christian. Can you hear me? Good morning, good morning. Hear me okay? Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
Good. Let me get off of YouTube. I was just getting ready to do a YouTube live. Was waiting on you, but since you're here, let me get off it. Okay. I'll come back to it in a minute. Okay. All right. Do you think we should get Grandpa on here? Or what?
Uh, that's whatever you think is best. I think he called me. I wasn't able to answer. He left a voicemail.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, yeah,
Well, if he wants to get on and listen, I mean, he's welcome.
okay,
So he'll know exactly what I'm telling you. Um, And if we can text him, if you wouldn't mind, I can just text him too. Just tell him to pop on my Zoom. He know it the room.
okay.
If he want to pop in the room.
I'm texting him now.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay, I just
While you're doing that, meanwhile, I want to give you a little quick overview. We're not going to be long with it of what actually going on. Then I want to share. I'm gonna go ahead and we can log into his back office, and we can share a few things with you from that about where we need to go. So as we get started with this, I don't have to tell you who I am and all that, but I'm gonna just tell you this: I'm a baby boomer, and baby boomers, we were the first generation that I was telling my son today. My son is 52 years of age, and we got to talking this morning. Today's his birthday. And we got to talking about how we were the first generation that come out of this slavery. And this is why your grandpa is so up on top of this, that was actually college educated and actually made money. And we did so much. We spent all our money on our kids. Okay. So, and that's what happened. And we end up with a little retirement check here and can't survive pretty much. So we got to find something else to do. So that's why I'm really doing this, and I teach this in my school. And now, just Kristen, just kind of think about this, what I'm telling you. If the average person's got about $300,000, man, after working 30 or 40 years, saved for their retirement, this is your boomers. This is the generation that I'm in. Now, hopefully your generation will do better. But if that was a way I can show your generation or any generation out there how they can take $2,000 one time right now, deposit it, and create that into over $1 million in less than 6 years. Do you think people need to know what we're talking about?
yes.
That's what we're doing. This is why your grandfather's so excited about it. He gets his retirement, his pension, but he said, you know what? I want to do more than that. I want to leave an inheritance to my children's children. And that's where you come in. So he's been following me all this time, and we've been teaching these principles. Now, right now, just think about this, Kristen. You work a job, and as soon as you get paid, your paycheck go right to the bank. Other than what you have going into your company's retirement plan for you or 401k. And those plans are not your plan. It belongs to the company. It's not yours. They allow you to participate in them. Okay, as long as you work for them, and they don't want to get benefit from people participating in the plan. Now, how do I know that? Because I'm one of the guys that set up all the 401ks and pension plan. I'm the one who went around to the company to do that. So, but not only that, that's a good deal to put something in it, but we take our money in a paycheck, we go straight to the bank. Kristen, do you see your bank on this graph? Do you see the bank that you bank at on this graph?
Yes.
You see them. All right. Well, these are average. My bank is Capital One. And I just have set up another account at Capital One because we need a bank for banking. But let me show you something about a bank. Let's say you put $2,000 in your local bank, Kristen, and they gave you 0.5% APY on your money for 18 months. Do you see what you're going to get added to your account? That's if you leave it there now and don't touch it for 18 months, $15. Now, if you know you're touching it back and forth, it's not going to be $15, right? Because they haven't been there for the full 18 months. So this banking user rule here, you see this number in the center of the chart that says $1,000. I like using this $1,000 graph because $1,000, if a bank was to give you 3% on your money, have you ever heard of the rules of 72, Kristen?
No.
Okay. Most people have that's an honest question because we all go to college, come out of school, and no one has never taught us the rules of 72. Well, that's a banking rule. The bank used that to determine how fast the money will double. So in other words, if they gave you 3 on your money, you divide 3, what, into 72, that goes what, 24, right? So that tells them if you put $1,000 in the bank and you left it there with them, they will double your $1,000 in 24 years to 2,000. And then another 24 years, they'll double it 4. And another 24 years, it'll double to 8. That's if you just put it there and left it. Now, Kristen, take a look real close on the screen. Do you see any bank on the screen giving you 3% on your money?
No.
The answer is no. Reason why, because the banking rule has changed. They're not under any obligation to give you any money anymore. The new law that was passed in 2021, this March, this past year, says that the fractional reserve lending rule is out of the water. The FDIC rule is not what people think it is. FDIC means your money become possessed part of the bank if the bank should happen to fold, and you get in line. But nobody's teaching you this. They didn't teach you in school. They taught you how to go do what you do and go get your job working for someone making them money. That's what they taught you to do. So here's what we're doing. I said, guys, if the bank is making 24% on your money, if you don't believe me, go get your credit card statement. 24, 29, 30. Look, if you get 7 or 8, if your credit is excellent. Okay, but 24 and 72 goes 3. So now that bank they're doubling, making money on your money, not every 3 years or every 3 months. This is happening every month for the bank, every month. So you put $1,000 in the bank, they use your money and they take your money, go out and double that money every month to 2,000. You see what's going on, Kristen? So we said, let's flip the switch, and we came up with something. And what we came up with was a new concept. And I'm just going to fast forward here because I don't want to hold this up because most people going to do this. They're going to work a job, depend on Social Security. In your generation, you guys are not getting into Social Security. You can forget it. If you don't create your own plan right now and put it in, you're not going to have it. Other than that, you're going to depend on family. That's just the way it is. The old generation like myself, we got Social Security, but you guys are now paying into Social Security and you're not even going to benefit from it. Okay? That's just what's happening right now. And the banking system is under something we call centralized government control. You see that? And they've been around since 1780s. And they wasn't regulated until the 1913. And they took the gold off of the dollars in 1971. So, Kristen, this is what I've been teaching. So if I went up and put $1,000 in the bank, we just went through what's going to happen. You're going to get an average of 0.01 to 1%. That's it. Unless you open up something called a CD and they lock you in for 3, 4, 5 years to give you 2, 3, or 4%. So, we go to stocks with bonds, we got mutual funds, we end up going to 401ks, IRAs, security. These are the things that's happening, or insurance and annuity. This is the only place you can make money other than putting it in real estate, gold, silver, and commodities. That's it. So what we're doing at my school is teaching people the history of money, the banking system, the tax system, the compounding of money, what that's all about, asset versus liability, and planning. And what is riches? The riches versus wealth. A lot of people create riches, but they don't know how to create wealth. Your grandpa is trying to teach you how to create wealth. So you get on that job and you might become rich. You might end up generating $1 million or more, okay? And you'll be rich. But what is wealth? Riches and wealth is two different things. Wealth is passed on from generation to generation to generation. It's the Rockefellers. And most of us are not the Rockefellers. We just went to school to learn how to work for the Rockefellers. So here's where we are. It's something right now, and I don't know how much you know about decentralized banking, but everything is going to blockchain technology. How familiar are you with that, Kristen?
I'm a little familiar.
Okay. No, you should be pretty familiar on your generation, but see, your grandpa right now, man, this is a whole new world for him because he got to learn technology, got to learn the phones, the computer. That's where you come in, man. You already got that down. This, what I'm about to tell you right now, this is for you. This is really not for him or me. It's for you, but it's for us in a way because we can make up for lost time. So guess what happened? Your president, Joe Biden, he just passed a law, an HR bill 14067, and he said, let's start looking into regulating this crypto world. Now, have you been hearing much about that?
Yes.
Okay. But what most people hear is what's on TV. FTX and all that. That is not crypto. FTX is an exchange. It's just like any country, you go and you exchange your currency from one to the next. But what FTX was doing, they were helping people exchanging their fiat money to crypto. And then they go from there and put it where they want to. FTX is not crypto. It has nothing really to do with crypto. It's just an exchange. So people are misconfused. They're getting bad information. So since Joe Biden passed his rule, here we are. They're trying to find a way to regulate this stuff, right? And they created something called now certificates of deposit, but they're called metaverse certificates. Now look at this, Kristen. A metaverse certificate is just like a CD in the bank, but these things will pay you 4.15% on your money every week. Do you know any place you can take your money, Chris, and get that kind of return on your money?
No.
I just want to make sure. I want to make sure you're listening. Nobody knows. I didn't even know about it. Your papa didn't know about it. We didn't know nothing about this stuff, but yet this stuff has been happening for decades. You had to be an accredited investor and a millionaire and get that kind of rate of return. But guess what? I was able to get introduced to this through GS Partners about 2 years ago. And this is the gentleman, Joseph Heiss. He's the multi-billionaire from Croatia that started all this, and he got the connection with the company to do it. Now, this young man beside him, that's Alex. He's the CTO. Alex is probably he's probably about your age. He's in his late 20s, I believe. I think you're in your early 20s. So Alex, he's married, got a couple of kids, but Alex is the technical guy behind all this. Joseph Heiss just got the money. And they created something called Lydium World. Lydium World is the metaverse. It's like metaverse, just like I know you've heard of it if you know about Facebook, right? Well, what's happening, Alex created a Lydium World that works just like Facebook. Joseph Heiss put the money up behind it to build this thing out. So this is where we are. They're based in Dubai, and this is Dubai. I want you to see this so you know who your grandpa is dealing with and who I'm dealing with. Joseph Heiss, I'm following him, and the home office of our Gold Standard Bank is in Dubai, and this is the Dubai.
We are going to do something epic together today. Let me welcome one more time our chairman of the board. trillion euros in trade.
Tell me where you can get more support.
Our Bolivian wall, ladies and gentlemen, with you, with us, is our wall.
Thank you, Mr. Carnegie.
Kristen, I was there, and I don't know if you seen me and my wife sitting in the audience there. They flashed us there a minute. It went by real quick, but me and my wife and another couple went with us from Houston. We went to Dubai for the launch of all of this. We were actually there. Now, Kristen, I've been in the financial services over 40 years. This is what I'm licensed to do. And the whole time I was there, I was asking myself, how are we going to do this in the United States? How are we going to do this? And they said, we got it covered. What I found out that we were launching a Forex World Traders company. It's the #4 largest trading company in the world, which is called BD Swiss. Look it up, right? Put that down on your phone, Google it, okay? I'm not going to go a lot into that, but I want you to know we partnered with the Forex World Trader called BD Swiss. And BD Swiss, they're all over the world. They're in 186 countries, and they're based in Cyprus and Greece and Switzerland. They got offices all over. So Joseph Heiss made a partnership arrangement with this world trader called BD Swiss. And I'll let you do your own research on BD Swiss, okay? And when that happened, then we were introduced to this. They introduced us to something called a certificate, and they were kind of like a CD at the bank, and it's managed by BD Swiss. This one I'm going to show you here is called the Hermes. Now, we have 8 of them. Now, your grandfather has got about 4 of these, okay? Now, here's the thing why he wants you here, Christian, because I need you to help him manage these certificates. Now, what I mean by that, you got to log into these certificates every week and compound them. Right now, I've been doing it, and I'll continue to do it, okay? I don't mind helping him, but I want you to learn why, because if something happens to your grandfather, the only person who can be a beneficiary on his account is someone that is a affiliate partner with Gold Standard Bank. Right now, I am his beneficiary. You understand? You still there?
Yes, yes.
I need you talking with me because I want to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. So we introduced the meta certificate, and this one's called a Hermes. This is a total deposit of $2,000. You see that right there? $2,000? Well, your grandfather has got about 4 of these things that he put $2,000. Now, the load on these things, it says 1,000 out of the 2,000. That's the total out of pocket. But what happens on these certificates, the price of them is $1,000. You got that? $1,000, and it pays 4.15 every week, which is $41.50 a week, Kristen, on that $1,000. Now, we just got through talking about a bank. You understand why you don't want to bank with a banker? They're taking your money to BD Swiss, and these companies doing the exact same thing. So this is not unreal. The problem is you don't know about it, and nobody that works with you know about it. Okay, and the average people, nobody in the United States knew about it. Why do I say that? Because BD Swiss does not operate in the United States. You surprised? Out of 186 countries, there's only 196 countries in the world, right? Well, the United States is one country that BD Swiss does not operate in. But why? Because of the regulations here. And the government here try to control everything. So that's when I went to Dubai, I was wondering, so well, how are we going to do it? We're in the United States. You know, you guys all, well, how are we going to do this? They said, we got you covered. So the way they had us covered was this young man named Alex. Remember I told you about Alex? He created this metaverse. Kristen, have you ever watched the movie And that movie is probably as old as you are right now. It's called The Matrix. You remember that?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay. The Matrix was the metaverse. That was the first form of a virtual world. And whatever goes on in the metaverse can also impact you in the real world. You follow me? So if you got killed in the metaverse, you killed for real. Okay. That's why they was trying to get them out of there before those people killed them. Now, if you bought property in the metaverse, or if you made money in the metaverse, that money also come back in the real world. That makes sense? So that's what the metaverse was about. So when Alice created this thing, he created this virtual world where you can make money in the virtual world. And that's what BD Swiss saw. BD Swiss saw that. They said, wait a minute, you're trying to tell me if we partner with you guys and we can make money, we can operate in 440 countries now, not 186, 440. You might ask me, well, how in the hell you get 440 countries out of 196? I know that's your question, right? In the metaverse, every country, they broke up the states into a country. In other words, like Texas, in the metaverse, Texas is a country on its own. California is a country. New York is a country. You follow me? So if that's 50 states in the United States, that made 50 countries. If we go to Canada and you broke up Quebec and all these cities in Canada, right? They made them a country, and there's like 15 of them in Canada. And then they went to Germany, then they went to Africa, then they went to Russia and China. You understand? So that's how they got this up. So we operate worldwide. Now, this certificate is paying us $41 a week. And I put my money in the bank. I can put $2,000 in the bank. And if I get a 0.5% on it, that's $15. $15 in 18 months versus I get what? $41.50 a week? Kristen, do you know how many of these accounts you need, young man? You need them yourself. Because these things can make you wealthy. Let me tell you how to make you wealthy. There are 18-month certificates. All of them are 18 months. So at the end of 18 months, they all mature. When they mature in 18 months, whatever income and money that they made, Christopher, that money's yours. You do what you want. Oh, by the way, they're trading in euros. They don't trade in cryptocurrency. This is not it's just this digital world, and everybody thinks this is not crypto. You just need to have Tether or digital currency or form of crypto to get in. Once you get in and low, everything is traded in euros because they trade on the world market all over the world. Make sense so far?
Yes.
So with that said, this certificate, once that 1,000 is making 4.15 per week, but your load, which is your other 1,000, that's the 2,000 out of pocket, right? Check this out, Crystal. That side is being traded by BD Swiss, and it pays you up to 6% compounding per month based on the rules of 72. At the end of the 18 months, this thing can do something we call a 3 to a 5x. Now, the reason we got 3 to a 5x is because it depends on how it performs. It can perform greater than the 6, if that makes sense. So in other words, this little certificate here, Christopher, can turn into anywhere between $8,000 to over $15,000 in 18 months. And that's your money. That's your money. Remember, we got 8 of these. I have people want to buy a house today. When they go buy a house, they get this mortgage for 30 years, and they have paid $400,000 for this mortgage, and they pay on that thing for the rest of their life because you'll never pay it off. Okay? Chris, right now, I'm showing people how to take $60,000 out of their 401k or whatever it is, put it in one certificate, and in 18 months, Christopher, that thing is worth $400,000. They pay cash for the house. Oh, by the way, you can take an income from it. The income from that certificate pays you $1,000 a week. And then at the 18 months, you just do it over again. I know when I'm talking, it's going to sound too good to be true. Now, there's 2 sides to that certificate. One side, remember I told you, is your income or the cost, right? And you put what? $1,000 in it. This is the one we recommend people starting with. And when they do that, we sell it. That's all we do. We just sell the certificates. right? Because we're not licensed to do it. You don't need a license in the US to do it. Why? Because we're operating through the metaverse. It's not a security. What it is, it's a revenue sharing program, and all we did was offer people the security. And I mean, offer them the certificate. Got it? So the other side is called the growth or the load side. It works like a growth and income fund. If you know anything about securities and investment, there's mutual funds out there called a growth fund and income fund. One side pays your income and one side grows. These certificates work just like that. Once you load the certificate, remember that starts your 18 months contract. Your contract kicks in. Then it starts paying you the 4.15, which is $41, or if you had the bigger one, it could be $1,000 a week. That's Christopher, that's over 16% return on your money per month. And nobody knows about this. You can withdraw the earnings. So every month or every week that you make that $41 or that $166 a month, you can take it out. You can make a withdrawal right then and there. You can use this income. Now, or you can do what? You can compound it. What I'm suggesting you to do, this is why I'm doing it myself, your papa's doing it. What we do, we're not taking the income out. We're compounding the money every month or every week. So when we compound it, what happens? When we compound it, that money go to the other side. Joseph Heiss, which is the owner and all the investors, they are paying this reward to people like a guarantee every week. So in 18 months, this $1,000, Kristen, has paid you out $3,237 for the 7 to 8 weeks. Is that pretty good? Is that pretty good?
Yes.
It's pretty good, isn't it? So if a person, and if I sold this certificate, let's say I sold a certificate to you, or if your grandfather sold a certificate to somebody, the company pays him 15% of that sale. Why? With Salesforce to the profit sharing, that's it. So, and that $1,000 will pay him $170 for selling that certificate. And I don't care if you sell one a day, two a day, I can sell a $100,000 certificate and make a $15,000 on it right then. Okay, that's what I do. My income right now, Kristen, is probably higher than the average person, and my bonuses than the average person that works every day. I probably make more in a month's time than most people make in a year. This is all I do. I just educate people about this. So when you load it on the loaded side, that's the side that's going to be traded. And now you got to have a licensed people to handle that trade side, right? And we got a company called Sky Group. They're the licensed brokers that takes it and carries the money to where? BD Swiss. BD Swiss is your licensed broker. They're your Forex trader, and they do the trading. So they're trading the money, and they're the one that's returning at 6%. Now, I got certificates right now, and so do your grandfather. I'll show it to you. We didn't get 6%. I'm getting 14% on it. Some people got up to 30% on it. That's why we say up to 6%. We do that kind of just being conservative. But most of these things are paying for 11 and 14% and more. Okay. And that's why we can't give you an exact number. That's why we got to say 3X or 5X, because we are not securities people and we can't tell you that. So in 18 months, remember the contract started and it locks in now your bonus. What I did not tell you about, Kristen, was whenever you get one of these certificates, right now, this certificate up until January the 6th, it's got $2,500 bonus on it. So you pay $1,000 for it, and when you load it with your $1,000, it's going to give you a bonus of $2,500. So now you don't have $1,000 being traded. You got over $3,000 being traded just for you getting the certificate. Now, after January the 1st, those bonuses go away. Okay, that was just a Christmas special they offered to everybody. Your monthly earning is compounded every quarter. You can compound the 6% earnings that you make per month. You got it? And that's some of what we're doing now. So now I'm just telling people after January, you won't get that bonus anymore. It will be at the end. It's not going to be part of the growth of the certificate. Now, the thing about it here, this stuff is what we call decentralized banking. It's based, everything's on the blockchain. Now, if you don't know a lot about the blockchain, you need to go research it. You need to know what the blockchain is. Matter of fact, you need to know, because this is where everything is going. Biden already gave the executive order to get this stuff going and issued on CBCC. These are all of the certificates here. They go anywhere from $500 and they go all the way over to $300,000. The last one is $300,000. Now, the last one, that one at $300,000, the company BD Swiss right now, they're giving $600,000 bonus when you get that one. You kidding me? $300,000, they're giving me $600,000 in 18 months. This certificate here be worth over $4 million. Kristen, are you listening to me?
Yes.
This is what your grandfather's talking about. And I know a lot of people got a lot of questions. Man, how can you do that? It's not us doing it. The BD Swiss has been doing it. And then I tell people, hey, guys, if you like what you see, come join us, okay? And I'll teach you. So what I do is I teach this stuff every Wednesday. I'm online. I'm on Zoom doing exactly what I'm doing with you here now. I teach them about who BD Swiss is. Who are we? We are the Lydian Lions, they call it, was developed by Joseph Heiss. And who am I? I'm Hollins. I have a school. We have a school to teach what? The rules of 72, compound interest. And my school, you can go to it anytime. It's hfgfinancialacademy.com. So I am retired. I don't have to work for them. I just do this to try to educate people. And this is where my office is. And you're welcome to come by. Now, I'm not there every day. I only go up there on Wednesday. I spend one day in the office. The rest of the time, I'm right here, right at home. I work from home. I don't drive for nobody. I don't go out and work no long hours. And I make more money than my bonus check every month is over $30,000. Just a bonus for me just doing this. So that's why we do this. So this is it. And now I'm done with everything that I want to share with you. I just want to give you a little quick overview. That's my future car right there. You know what that is? You have any idea what that is?
Aston Martin, maybe.
Man, that's a Buick. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
That's a new Buick. I'm an old guy. I drive a Buick, man. So that's a new Buick. And I decided I'm going to get this all electric. But Chris, you got any questions what I just said so far? What are you feeling right now based on what I just told you?
No questions at this point.
Do you think this is something that's viable that people need to know about?
To some extent, yes. But
to some extent, man,
yeah.
we're here to save the world, because you'd be surprised. I had a person that worked 23 years, Kristen, and she had a 401k pension account. She just retired, and she said, I'm tired. Okay. And she worked for the airline, had a good position. Do you understand this lady, when she retired, they offered her retirement check was going to be $357 a month for life. Or she can take her 401k, which had $63,000 in it. That was it, nothing else. So you say to a point, I took the $60,000 is going to pay her $1,000 a month income a week. And at the end of 18 months, this thing going to generate for her, since she's taking money out, over $200,000 at the end of 18 months, she can walk away with it. Now, if she compounded like I'm teaching people to do and didn't need the income, Chris, but that is $400,000. She can take that $400,000 and go get that zoo certificate, $300,000 in, keep $100 to live on. Next 18 months, she's worth $4 million. Now, here's what your Papa was like about it. When we get the one for the $4 million, then I teach them to take it and go get 6 of those. Take 2 million of it and get 6. And in 18 months, they're going to have 6 certificates returning $4 million each. Now you understand why your grandpa wants you to know about this. Because when those certificates come due, and if something happened to him, guess who the beneficiary will be? That's pretty much the story. And I had to tell it because I want you to know it, okay? So let's go to your grandfather's account right now, and I'm gonna pull this up. And let's see, do you have his code to get in? You got his 2FA?
No, I don't have his 2FA code.
You don't have his 2FA. Okay. Let me do this. I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay. And I am going to go here. Can you see the screen okay? Is it showing okay?
Yes.
Okay. This is your Ben Files account right here. See if I can get in it. And you have the same account. Yours is just like this. And you log in the same way, just like I'm doing. Okay. You gotta do this like you're not a robot. And now if you get that in, then you got to put your sign in. And this is why it's very important to keep up with those two factors. You got to keep up with it. And I have it on my phone. He's got it on his phone. And I'm the one that's have to get in and make the changes on his account right now. And I try to do this really now. There's more than one account. Okay. And I do several things with this. But the one I need you to learn right now is this one on what we call GS Partners. Because this is the platform where we have that metaverse certificate. So let me find him here. Okay. Partner. I manage so many people account, man. It just it's kind of tough for me keeping up with everybody, but I try to do the best I can. And okay, I think I got him right here. Here's his code right here. Okay, let's go 11 3 5 9. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, we're in. Can you see that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this is his account. And over here, you'll notice on this right and left hand side here, you notice here where it says Metaverse Portfolio. So he click on his Metaverse Portfolio and he go down here and say My Portfolio. You see that? So this is what I have to do every week. Log in and go here to My Portfolio. And these are his portfolios. So he's got a couple of Hermes already. Remember I told you he had these Hermes certificates? And I told him he's got a couple he's got to finish loading. And we can do one or two things. He can take the profits from some of these certificates and load them, or he can just go ahead and load them. Now, he told me he's going to go ahead and finish loading them. So he got this one. There's another Hermes. Oh, he got one of these. He got a small one too, because what happened, the company said when he got two of these, then they gave him one of these for free. That's why it's not loaded. So he's got this one here. This one for the 250. See that? Then he's got one here. This is another. See, there's a 250. Then he's got another one here. Oh, he's got a $2,500 one. See that one? And then he's got another Hermes here. That's $1,000, and that one is loaded. And so he's got this one, Hermes, and this is $1,000. That one is loaded. See that? So when you get to these certificates, because these Hermes here, each one of these in 18 months is going to be worth about $15,000. Now, this one right here in 18 months, that was going to be worth about $30,000. See what's going on? So we need to get in, and when it's time for the compound, all you do is go over here, you say load more. You hit that button, load more. When you hit load more, if the certificate's ready to load, it's going to have a button pop up right over here, two buttons. One going to say withdraw, one going to say load. Now, if you notice right here now, this is his portfolio, is loaded at 178.85%. And if I click into this, that means he's got $1,700, $1,788 inside of this certificate, right? Now, this money that's in here, the $1,000 that he loaded this with is constantly paying him 4.15 per week. on that load of $1,000, right? Now, look at his rewards. This says ready for his rewards. Rewards is what we call here, which is your profit or your return on your investment. Right now, his next reward is $41.50, and we have to compound this on January the 4th. You see that? January the 4th, we load this $41 is going to be added into this load. And the next reward, they're already trading. So it's already up to $17 so far trading out there, getting ready for the week after that. Now, what's in the certificate, the actual value, because I remember I told you they're trading in what? Euros, right? So they call them G euros. So you see that, but the value of that in euros is right here. It's 2,721 euros. It's called G euros. Now we can look down here and you can see how many times I've been compounding his certificate. You see that? This is when I compound. Now you notice one say withdraw. You see this one, when I hit the withdrawal button, I pull out $106 USD, right? And I got that, so I have the money to go back to his dashboard to do what? To start loading his other certificate where he don't have to come out of his pocket. So that's why I make the withdrawal. I make withdrawals on some of them from time to time. Now, once I get out of here, refresh that, and I go back and hit the button. This was the bottom one. Now here's the second one. This one has got $1,700 in it. Okay. Both of these $1,700. And if I go hit load more over here, it'll tell me this one is due on the 4th as well. You see that? So I got two of them down here that's due on the 4th to do a compound. All right, let me go back. And this stuff here is pretty easy. You just got to go in and do it.
So
Let's go look.
One question I have is, when do you decide when to withdraw and put it into the other certificates?
You don't. You want them thing to cut steady compound for the full 18 months. They're 18-month certificates.
No. But you said, like, you just showed me an example where you did a withdrawal.
I did the withdrawal. Yes, sir. I did the withdrawal to help him fill a certificate.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. So, like,
you don't have to worry about that. I'll take care. What I'm doing here is trying, rather than him going in, because right now for him to fill another certificate here, that one is empty. So he's got to fill it, right? And this one here is empty. He's got to fill it, right? So what do I need to fill this one right here? I need $250, right? So when I go to fill it with what I can do, I can make a withdrawal and I put $250 or whatever from that certificate right here to his dashboard.
Right, and then you'll just reload it into that certificate that needs a 250.
Hold on one second. Hey, DJ, what's up? Hey, what? Do I have a computer? Oh, I don't know. Depends on the size of it. Depends on the size of it. That way. See right there? Right there. See that euro right there? Right there. But yeah, call me back, DJ. Let me call you back in a minute, okay? I'll call you back, son. All right, bye-bye. Okay, that's my grandson trying to reach me, trying to teach him this stuff. I got these certificates for him. He's 13 years old. And I want to have these things set up where he'll never have to go to work for nobody the rest of his life. So, but you see this right here? You see where I moved it to? So it's got $234 in USD. Because see, even though I'm making in euros, right? A euro is actually worth more than a US dollar. So when I cash in my euro, I actually get more dollars. So I have enough right here now. I'm trying to get up. I need 250. I got 234, correct? You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I made that withdrawal, I deposited it right here on his wallet. Now, every time I make a withdrawal, you can go right in here. I can go down to finances on here, and I can look at, see where it says deposits, my exchanges. I can look at every move that I made. Why? Because this is on the blockchain. When stuff is on the blockchain, you cannot cheat it. It's not like your bank. Your bank can take advantage of you and mess up, or somebody can do something. So here's this G Euro. I just go right here. Where is it? Where is it? That's your tether. Am I missing it? That's your Tron. What's this G Euro? Okay. That's a deposit. It's withdrawal. Trying to find where's it at here. It's supposed to be in this number here. Let me go to the exchange.
So just to level set a bit, that's pretty much what needs to be done weekly, is just to load those certificates.
That's all you're doing. You're gonna compound it so we can get those others loaded. Once I get them all loaded, and I'm for time's sakes, I don't want to hold you very long. I just want to go over with you a little bit here. But
when you say loaded, that means like they're at 100% minimum.
Yes, I got to get them all to 100% minimum. But then after you get them loaded, then you got to come here and do what? Compound them every week. See how now this one is more than 100%. See that? This one is what? 0. So I got to load it completely before they start paying me that 4.15. And see this one here? This is the little one. The little one only paid 1.38. That one for 250 and 500, it does not pay out as much as the other. We don't really recommend it. This is for like people trying to get started. They don't have any money, but they got $500. Okay. I recommend people always start with what? The $1,000, because that's the one that starts at the 4.15.
And so the $33 a month that someone pays, and that money can be used towards the certificate.
No. The $33 a month, that makes you an affiliate. See, now right now your papa's an affiliate. So by him being an affiliate, he gets all of this software to go track where he's at. It tracks his rank, whatever he's doing. It gives him access to this blockchain academy. This is actually an academy to teach you. These are classes that teach you all about crypto and blockchain. Now, I went to a school to take this myself, and each one of these classes, I was paying like $500 a month to have access to a blockchain school. So that $33 include this school, this academy. It also includes the software that's your team. So see right here, it says team. So if I click on his team and see universe, I can see the people that he's sponsored. So this is him. So he sponsored a few people. So how many people did he sponsor? 4. You see that?
Right.
Out of the 4 people that he sponsored, how many of them is active and affiliate? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 people sponsored. None of them are paying a fee except for this one right here. Who is that one?
That's me.
That's you. Now, if you look over here to the side, you see this will tell me where they was. I can find them where they got a team, they have no team, and this one tell me what? They're active partner, right? You want to be an active partner so you can become beneficiary on his account. And if you did the same, he can be the beneficiary on your account or your wife or somebody like that. So when I click on this, I can see that you are here active. Okay. And then when I go to your spread here, I can see your user's name, who sponsored you, he sponsored you. Your KYC, you haven't done it yet. You see that?
That's my grandmother. That's not mine. It says Diane Campbell at the top.
Oh, that's your grandmama. That is Diane. Why is she paid?
No, she hasn't paid. You're just on the wrong one. If you click down below, mine will pull up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I clicked on it.
I still don't have a KYC.
There you go. There you go. Okay. You got to do your KYC. You know what KYC is? I mean, know your customer. You got to upload your driver's license, your information.
So I did that previously. That's what I did a couple of years ago. I'm not sure why it's not there.
Okay, let's see. Let's see when you join. right here was the day you registered right there.
Yeah.
You see, what date is that?
January.
21. Is right there, January 4th, what, 21. That's when you register, and that's the time we registered. You see right there? Okay. Did you get your license renewed since then?
No.
Okay. Well, your license haven't been renewed within this time since you did this?
No.
Okay, because if it had, then you got to redo it if you're licensed. But this says your KYC status is not done. That means something's not right. You didn't upload it properly, or it's not in there. It's got to get in there correctly, because you cannot make any withdrawals from this, or he can't, until your KYC is approved. They won't let just anybody pull money from this platform. Now, your current exchange, you paid $33 right there. See, it was one time. That's what you're supposed to pay per month. You missed the Rising Block Star, and I'm not even going to tell you about it, because see, this wasn't your thing. You wasn't trying to do this, so you missed that. But when you miss Rising Block Star, you miss getting shares and points in the company. You only have 30 days to do that. Okay. And your rank, you don't have a rank. You don't have a highest rank. Your membership right here, you see, it expired. It expired in what? 30 days. You see that? The membership right now is good because it's green, right? But it's expired in 30 days, 23 hours, 14 minutes. It'll tell you exactly when it's going to expire. Now, if you go down here, I can click more. When I click more, if you ever acquired anything, you remember when you first got in, you got a basic package. You remember that?
Right.
And that basic package, I think your grandfather even paid for it. Okay. What was it? Volume was $149 in sales volume, they call it. And you got, it was paid with Bitcoin. Okay. And at a price, just tell you what the USD price was, $33.01. In European money, they come as actually $33. And then this is what you received. You received 2,499 G999. Do you know what G999s are?
Oh, that's the coin.
That's the coin. Now, right now, this coin gold, they're anticipating in the next couple of years, or when this company's up and launching and running, that coin can go anywhere from $1 to $76 or more per coin. So if we want to be facetious on it, let's say the coin went to $25. $25 times, you see the number, right? 24 what? 99, correct? Do you know that's worth $62,000 just for $33 in coins? You see that?
Yes.
That's what that coin is all about. The coin is the backbone to this whole ecosystem. And that coin's going to be worth a lot of money when this thing, our project is not even finished yet. This is supposed to be a 5-year project. We're only 2 years in. We're 2 years in, and now we just partnered with BD Swift. That's going to launch this company. Do you realize we just did over $100 million just this year, more than probably the top 2% of the companies in the world? We just did that this year. And people don't even know who we are. So that's what's getting ready to happen here. So, but the thing about here, let's go back to the metaverse certificate. You just go to that portfolio. My job right now is to try to help the grandfather finish loading these. And I was taking earnings from some of the ones that he made money with and putting that on his dashboard. So I have enough to do what? Fill this one. I need $250 to fill that one. So he's got 200 something on his dashboard, but not enough yet, right? So that's what I need. Let's say I'm going to take that and fill it. Let's go ahead and fill it right now. I'm going to take that money and fill it. So I go over here and I say load now. When I go load now, then I go down here and say, what do you want to load it with? So I want to load it with G euros. There they are right here. That's the G euros. And I said, let's do max load. How much I got there? I need 250, but it's only got what? $233.57. You see it there? And all I'm going to do, I'm going to hit load. And it tell me this is what I'm going to do. And it asks me, are you sure your GUs is insufficient to do a full load? Why? because I don't have enough to do a full load. So what do I got to go back and tell it? I got to say, okay, I don't have 250, so I got to go put 233 in. You see what I just did? And it tell me the value of that in USDT, right? Once I do that, then I say hit load. Let's see if I got enough. It said, nope, insufficient. So I got to change the number. Let's go down. Nope, not quite. Let's do this. Let's drop it down to 220. 229, 220. Load. Nope, still not enough. All right, let's go do 200. Now you see why I need to get more G euros on this dashboard. Voila, you got it. You see it there? You watching?
Yes.
Now I hit OK. Once I hit OK, now I go refresh the screen. I do a refresh, and there it is. So what it tell me now? It's 85.3% loaded, which is what? $213 in USD. See it there? So
Yeah.
now, since I loaded it, and but look at the value of it now, it's $199.26. I'm still a little shy of my full load. If I go back to my desktop, which is where the money goes when I pull it out, and go look at this right here, how much I got left there? Hold on a second.
19 euros.
$19. Then euros, which is what? $20 in USDT. You see that? So you see how I took the money right from when I took it out of the other certificate and put it here? Then all I did was took the money off that desktop and I went over here and did what? I loaded his metaverse portfolio. Now, once these things are all loaded and whatever's being traded by BD Swiss's management, all I do is go here, say metaverse trading technology. And then this is all show what's actually being traded on the Forex chain. He don't have to do Forex. BD Swiss is doing the Forex trading for him. Click on this and this will tell me. Now let's go look. That one there's got 133% loaded in it. And whenever it pays, it's going to show out here what they're making per month. Right now, I haven't been over their month. You see, look at this one here. This one has paid what? 14.8%. Remember, I told you it's better than 6%. So this Hermes here has paid what that month? 14.8% that month. So on his load that he's got here of 1,700 in euro value, this thing is almost worth $3,000 right now. And he's only had this a couple months. So you see what's going on with his money? Now, if he want to withdraw the profits over here, he can make a withdrawals of the profit in the load side every quarter. So all you got to do is go what? Hit that button, withdraw. And they'll pull that money out. It goes to his desktop. He can load that on his crypto card and he can spend it. He can convert it to euros, dollars, or whatever he wants. So these are all of his certificates he's actually got being managed by BD Swiss. This is called his portfolio. This is a live, and this is actually live what's going on. You can see it by month, what the performance of. See what's going on here in December, see? And it's going to walk you through fund for your full 18 months. So this is what's going on. Now, right here, this is what I'll tell you when you got to go in. I got to go into his partnership once you got your membership on here, Kristen, and you go down here to his settings, and we're going to go to his portfolio. When I get to his portfolio, then I can look at here's his beneficiary, his emails, everything here. But when you get back here, be very careful, because if you click a button to delete this account, Kristen, and you hit the wrong thing, it's gone and nobody can get it, ever. So do not play around back here in this area. Now, this is the beneficiary section right here. You see here? So right now on this thing, who is his beneficiary? That's me. Look what it says here. In order to add a beneficiary account, you and your beneficiary must be what? Kristen, what does it say?
KYC approved.
Are you KYC approved?
No.
No, so you can't be a beneficiary. Okay, and you actually have to be an active what? Brand Advantage subscriber. So in other words, you have to be paying your $33 a month. Even if you went in here and did your KYC and got approved and you stopped paying your $33, you will not be the beneficiary. And this, so whenever you get that done, let me know, or we can come back in here and then we change and we add you in here as his beneficiary.
Okay, sounds good. I have the Brand Advantage subscription. I just need to do the KYC. I'll work on that.
Yeah,
too.
your Brand Advantage subscription is at $33. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that's all you need to do right now. And that's all I want to tell you today. And I can do this stuff for you, Chris, and anytime you want to. If you got an hour every now and then, you want to walk through stuff, I can do this for you. It won't take that long next time. I just want to make sure you understood what was going on.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and I'm going to log out of this account right here. This is where I go log out. So
Okay.
I'm out of the account. But I do have access to get in as a backup just in case, because you know Papa, and I don't trust him. And I'll tell him so. He said, man, he just laughed. I said, you better not trust me because I might forget it. I mean, he means well, and he really want to learn this stuff, man. Now you can see why he want to learn this. I hope this made sense to you. And I really want to just say that I thank you for at least popping on here and trying to learn what's going on, because not only for your grandfather, this thing can change your life. And you don't have to believe me. All I can tell you is I got about 50 of those certificates. Me. And I understand technology. I understand investment. And I know this. There's nowhere in the world that I can go and turn around and become a multi-millionaire in less than 18 months. I don't know of any. If you know of any, you tell me.
Okay.
That's all I got, man.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Hollins. I appreciate this.
You're very welcome.
And do you want me to take over on January 4th?
Just whenever you're ready, you can come in. I'm gonna still stay in the account too to kind of watch you, make sure you're doing stuff right. And I'll be kind of like your overseer and kind of seeing what's happening, and I'll help you along the way with the process, because he still needs some help, and that's some more things I have to educate you on.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.